Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today we're going to be talking about Ezra. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. Its reviews are alright. Has a 69% critic score, 100% audience score. There's no cinema score. This movie didn't get a wide enough release to get a cinema score. But scores I'm seeing on Rotten Tomatoes, it's good. Nothing negative I can say about that. So that's pro. It's pro number one. Any other pros? I guess let's look at the cast. Look who we got. So Bobby Cannavale? I can't I think that's how you say his name. Wasn't he like yeah, he was I know he was in Ant-Man movies. Yeah, he was the father. No, he wasn't. Like Ant Man, he had a daughter, Cassie, but since Ant Man Scott was in jail, I think his wife remarried with Bobby, and then like he became like her like his stepdad basically. So yeah, I think that was his role. But besides that, it's just a whole lot of like supporting stuff. Nothing like relevant. You know, when it comes to like how much of a draw he is, because I don't think he's much of a draw at all. He's very much like a supporting player. So yeah, I guess he's recognizable in a way. So there's that. We also got Rose Byrne. She's probably one of my favorite actresses, and everyone knows she was in episode 2 of Star. What? I did not. I completely forgot about that. Like I remember from like 28 weeks later and knowing Insidious and Bridesmaids, I know that. Man, 2011, that was a very busy time for her. Insidious, Bridesmaids, for X-Men First Class. Like, look at that. So yeah, then after that, you know, this Insidious Chapter 2, Neighbors, that was a big hit. A lot of people say like she was probably the funniest part of that movie. Uh, let's see, there's Spy, there's X-Men Apocalypse, Neighbors 2. I don't think anyone remembers Neighbors 2 at all. It's Peter Rabbit. It's not a whole lot up here. Insidious the Red Door. She voiced Leatherhead in Ninja's Mutant Mayhem. But that's an animated movie, so it's not really relevant here. But yeah, Rose Byrne, I'd say she's very recognizable. She's been in some hit movies. And then who else do we have? We got Robert De Niro. Man's been like way too many movies. I mean, let's go through like the important ones. There's Godfather Part 2. There's Taxi Driver. You know that there's Raging Bull. I don't know about King of Comedy. I guess it's well known. I mean, it's basically what Joker was based off of. But this wasn't like that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. Trying to find like something else I would recognize. Goodfellas. Can I keep going? Casino. Heat. Uh, Jackie Brown. Sure, that's probably one of Quentin Tarantino's least remembered movies. Analyze This. Meet the Parents. That's a huge one. Then there's Meet the Fockers. And well, I guess there's Shark Tale, but that's animated, so it doesn't really count. What else? There's quite a bit. There's like Little Fockers, the movie that really didn't need to happen. Limitless, Silver Linings Playbook. Keep going up. The Intern. Joy, Dirty Grandpa. That's a movie I think we all need to forget. Joker, Murray. As Joaquin Phoenix's Joker would call him, and everyone knows like the meme of Joker, like that you're laughing, blank, blank, blank. This is happening, and you're laughing. That meme. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. See, there's the Irishman, but that's on Netflix. Then there's like what else? Nothing else that's really important. But he's a well-known face, very well-known face. So gotta label that as a pro. So you got some recognizable actors in here. Oh, Whoopi Goldberg, she's in here. Shoot, I completely forgot. Might as well just keep going. Vera Farmiga. Let's go through her first. I mean, just very, very quickly. Apparently she was in the Manchurian Candidate, The Departed, Orphan, where she was like the mom of like the main antagonist. Oh, she adopted Esther, not knowing Esther's true character. The boy in the striped pajamas. That is oof. That's a soul crushing movie. If you ever want your mood to go down dramatically, watch that. It'll do the job. Let's see. Up in the Air, Source Code, Safe House, The Conjuring. It's like her and Patrick Wilson as like the couple, the Warrens, like the main characters of those movies. Yeah, The Conjuring, Conjuring 2, Conjuring Devil Made Me Do It, and Annabelle Comes Home, I guess. And she was I never seen Godzilla King of the Monsters. I don't know if she was like a human antagonist. At least the trailer kind of made it seem like she kind of was. Just doing some really like questionable shit. So I don't know. Never saw the movie, so I can't really say. So what's okay? Whoopi Goldberg. Y'all know who she is. But let's just go through this very fast. Obviously, The Color Purple. That was her debut movie. This Color Purple, Ghost, Sister Act. Uh, she voiced one of the hyenas in The Lion King, but that's a voiceover role. Doesn't really count. Wait, where's that? There was like this really shitty movie she was in with like a T Rex or something. Is it not here? Was it directed DVD? I think it was. Damn it. I really wanted to talk about that one. Um, let's see, blah blah blah. Most of this is just like side stuff or like voiceover roles. Um, oh yeah, she was in the Bay Turtles. She was like it was like Bern Thompson on like the '80s series, the '80s animated series, and then this she's like Bernadette Thompson. So that was interesting. I don't think she fit that role at all. I just thought it was weird. um, and then not much after that. And look at one more. Rainn Wilson. Is this who was? Is this that guy from The Office? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I think that's just him. It has to be. This is the guy from The Office. I don't know his name. Dwight. I think that's his name. Dwight from The Office. Yes, Dwight. Okay, I was right. Yeah, in terms of movies, hasn't been a whole lot. Most of it is just like side stuff. Obviously, most of his well-known work is on TV. Um, so yeah, but you got quite a few recognizable people in here, so I gotta label that as pro. Um, Any other pros? I can't think of anything else. Any other real pros? Well, I'm not gonna label this as a pro or a con. But with this movie, the premise being like you have like Bobby being like this is the dad of his kid Ezra. As the synopsis says, is autistic. Now, when it comes to stuff like this and how like you portray autism in media, you you gotta do it right. You gotta do it respectfully because if you don't, you're going to get annihilated by the public, and that's not good. And you have to do it in a way that feels like authentic, or you don't want to feel like a cartoon or something where it's too just kind of icky in its portrayal. Like, I guess like a good-ish example. I guess the accountant with Ben Affleck. I guess that's a all right portrayal of autism. But like the Predator from 2018, how they portrayed that is the worst way to do it. Like they treated like autism like it was a superpower. Bad. No, don't do that. So as long as this movie like portrays it well, then we have nothing really to worry about. But I just wanted to like mention that. Okay, cons. God damn, the box office is awful right now. It is so depressing. Memorial Day sucked. It sucked real bad. I mean, Furiosa was a disaster financially, even though I thought it was a great movie. The Garfield movie did good, it did okay, but not enough to save the weekend. And then If is just there, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is the only summer movie right now that actually has a pulse. But even then, it's not doing amazing. So yeah, things are shit. That's a very blunt way to say it. Things are very much shit right now, and they're not going to improve until we actually get into June, the June movies. And the thing is, this weekend is it's a waste. There's nothing important coming out this weekend. You're better off just staying home, doing anything else. And think about it. The same time last year, we had Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, a big time movie, one of the biggest movies of last year, a highly acclaimed movie from last year, a movie that had so much hype and buzz and energy. And this weekend, nothing, nothing is dead, and it's just a complete wasted opportunity. You could have put something post Memorial Day. Post Memorial Day, it's not a bad weekend to launch a movie. It really isn't. So I don't get why they didn't take that chance. Like I don't understand. But yeah, overall the market is terrible, so that's a con. And this weekend there's nothing important coming out, so that's a con too. And I guess another con is that this movie is not opening like super wide. I think it's only like 1,300 theaters. I will check that to be sure. I know it's definitely not over 2,000. Yeah, 1,300 theaters. So that's not exactly wide. Obviously, you want to be in as many theaters as possible to get to increase your maximum revenue. And with few, which is not that many theaters, yeah, you're not really gonna do that. So lack of theaters, that's a con. And I think that's it. Yeah. Well, I guess I can mention Bleecker Streak. I don't know how they make their money. I really don't, because like pretty much it feels like every single one of their movies is a flop. None of them do well. They all like a large chunk of them reach like single digits. So I don't know. I really don't know how they make any money. I mean, last year was just like, what is this? Golda, Mafia Mama, What Happens Later, Jules. No one remembers any of these movies. I certainly don't remember any of these movies. Like earlier this year, you had like ISS. Does anyone remember that? Probably don't. I guess there's like One Life. No one remembers that. And then and that only came out a few months ago. and Sasquatch Sunset. It's like the only one of these movies I actually want to see because I'm like morbidly curious about its content because people thought it was disgusting. So yeah, but Bleecker Street, their track record is terrible, but financially. So yeah, I'm gonna label that as a con. And I think that's it. So opening weekend, I guess a million or two. I guess I go 1 million, 1 to 2 million. Final total of like 4 or 5, and then that's it. Okay, we got 3 more movies to go. Ugh, like this is one of those weekends I really hate, and it's especially bad because there's nothing even remotely interesting coming out. If there was at least one movie that I wanted to talk about, then that would make things a little more tolerable. But there's none, so I'm just stuck with a bunch of movies no one's gonna watch, and it's miserable. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it because that's just how I'm supposed. That's how I'm doing these predictions. I gotta do them all, even if I don't want to. So yeah, we got 3 more to go. So stay tuned for those. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. We'll check out more videos like this. I got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made this year. You want to watch any of those or any of the ones I've made the past few years, you can go right ahead. There's also box office, not box, the canceled series where I go over all the movies that are supposed to come out but didn't. Never talked about Ezra once, so there's that. Um, what was the last episode? 247. I made 247 episodes. That was the last one I made. I know some news has come out, but none of it is enough to where I want to make a video on it. Like I really don't think it's that worth it because I only got 3 cancel episodes left before I call it quits on that series before it's lights out with that. So I kind of want to make those episodes count. I don't want them to just be throwaways. So yeah, but if you want to watch any of my cancel episodes, want to watch any of them from beginning to now, I highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. Want to binge them all from beginning to now. That's what I meant to say. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. Um, my May recap that will be, I guess, a week and a half from now. Yeah, week and a half. Yes, week and a half from now. I'm gonna hate making that video because that video is gonna be very. It's gonna be like April. It's gonna be just nonstop negativity, and that's not fun. Like I want to talk about positive stuff, but things are just not positive right now. So yeah, it's not going to be fun. But stay tuned for that video. But if you want to watch any of the past uh, recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.